A thrilling victory in round 5 for Savvy and Ragster makes it 3 in a row for the Woven by Toyota factory driver. But it was Josh Klog fighting for the top spot with Chris Wetz looking in yet again. Will we have the top 5 get through lap 1 so we can witness war on asphalt here in Road America? We'll find out next. Our venue for this evening is the Virtual Road America. This FIA Grade 2 circuit near Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, hosts hundreds of events a year, including IMSA, Sportscar, IndyCar, NASCAR, and so much more. Just a hair over 4 miles in length, 6.5 kilometers for our European friends, 14 turns, some incredible elevation changes, and some long straightaways with plenty of draft opportunities for drivers tonight. As coming up the hill, down the front straightaway, down into turn 1, make a nice, pretty much 90-degree right-hand corner. Turn 2 is just underneath the Briggs and Stratton Bridge. It's not much of a corner, slight bend in the road actually. Turn 3 is the next really good opportunity to passing down turn 3. Then down through Marine Sweep, nice long straightaway under the Sargento Bridge, and then 3A and 4 are in this kind of bit of a curve of a straightaway. Turn 5 is at the bottom of the hill, down the Marine Sweep, and then back up under the Corvette Bridge, around turn 6, through Hurry Downs of turn 7, and then coming back down the hill into 8. And then we have the Carousel, which is turn 9 and 10. And then once we come through there, we have the famous kink. Got to watch out, make sure it's full commitment. Make sure you're not running too wide through there, through turn 11. And then turn 12, which is Canada Corner. It's the most farthest north point of the speedway here. I believe we have Francois on stream here doing it. So that's why it's called Canada Corner. Turn 13 is the left-hand corner. This set you up into the final corner, which is turn 14. Our format for this evening goes as follows. Drivers on track are in open qualifying at the moment. We will set the grid for a 45-minute feature. All cars are running a fixed setup with traction control and analog braking systems are disabled. Each car is capped with 7 gallons of fuel to begin the race, so there will be 1 mandatory pit stop per driver. The Woven by Toyota Sportscar Challenge continues tonight on the Automotive Sports Network with Bryan Sawyer in production truck. I am Cody Erdman, filling in for Josh Mertz and Justin Robichaud tonight, as we welcome you to round 6, live here in beautiful Road America. Okay. Our series is proudly brought to you in association by Woven by Toyota. Toyota's vision for the Mobility Society and the Toyota Mobility Concept focuses on extending the value of the car, expanding mobility into new realms, and integrating mobility into social systems. In line with the framework, Woven will help Toyota to develop next-generation cars, including advanced BEVs, and realize a mobility society in which everyone can move freely, happily, and safely. For information on Woven's role in Toyota's vision for mobility, visit www.woven.toyota today. Our coverage all season was also brought to you by NordVPN. Visit nordvpn.com/ASNTVE USA for up to 63% on a 2-year plan. Also, our cameras for the entire season are provided by TrackCams22.com. As now we're getting into qualifying here. Not everyone has set a lap yet. Most cars are on track at the moment. As lap times are looking about to be at 2.5 minutes roughly. Kind of had our usual suspects up front tonight. As we had Savian, Francois, David, Frank was up there tonight too, and Josh. All 5 of them are in the 2-minute 31 bracket in practice, so see if they can get back up in there in qualifying here. Yeah, as Francois is the first one to set a lap time was a 2:32. As while we're waiting for lap times to come in here, I think we should quickly go over the points that we're coming into tonight. Starting off with our overall points, we have Savian Raxter. He's up by 18 points over Chris Wetz. And then Francois Martel, he kind of fell down a little bit after that mistake with him and Schofield, which them two being 3rd and 4th, they were right up with these guys, and then the mistake that happened last week. And then Woven by Toyota has been leading the points pile. They've ran away pretty much with the constructor title over Uneven and Sequential Sim Sport. As we got more times coming in here. And we see a couple of the Woven by Toyota guys, they were drafting there. That's going to be key tonight, making sure to stay in the draft. These long straightaways in such a big circuit tonight. The draft is very crucial, almost in no matter what car you're in, but especially these low horsepower cars where it's a lot on the momentum based side of things, draft is going to be key. So you see a lot of people partnering up, even with teammates in qualifying or just trying to find someone on track, see if they can get a good lap down. As we got Francois Martel and Josh Clogg at the moment. Coming through the kink down into Canada corner here. Canada corner is probably one of the most, I'd say Canada corner and turn 5 are probably the top 2 places to try to overtake. So we're going to be kind of watching on those areas when we go through them tonight. As we got David Schofield and Francois Martel as our top 2. Our usual suspects up there at the moment. See what these guys turn coming across the line here. Josh Clogg going fastest with a 31.699. Savian's looking like to see if he can set a time with his teammate right behind him. Although I think his teammate's a little bit too far back to get the advantage of the draft there. See what he sets here as we have more drivers coming in and setting lap times in. Savian up with a second. 31.7. So only a 10th, not even a 10th off. Super tight lap times. Just to give everyone kind of an idea, 31.2 is what Savian had as fastest in practice. Like I said, top 5 were all in the 31-second bracket. So I'd imagine we'll see a couple more 31-second lap times. Qualifying will be extremely crucial tonight with the draft being so important. Because if these faster drivers can kind of check out from the field, they can all just draft away while everyone battle behind them. Yeah, as we're starting to see drivers push it a little bit too much and get off tracks, and that's just killing their lap time. And with how long these lap times are, you're only going to get a handful of laps here in this 15-minute qualifying session. So, going to make sure you optimize your qualifying as much as you can. Going on board Schofield here. Coming down into turn 5. Super smooth driver. One I've watched when I did a couple of the races, kind of to learn the tracks and how they were driving. I know Schofield is like probably one of the smoothest drivers. So smooth with that wheel. Not scrubbing any speed, that's why he's so quick. One person so far that has not set a time yet is Chris Wetz. Just as I say that, he just laid down a lap, P6 at the moment. Setting down a 32.8. Yeah, 32.8 at the moment. Let's see where Schofield sets his lap down here. Luke Solberg up to P3 at the moment of 31.8, so good qualifying for him so far. As he keeps his lap time the same there. As some of these drivers are trying to come up, but I don't think they're going to have enough time. They're going to have enough time to get around, but I don't think... As we got a bunch of the Toyota, woven by Toyota cars hopping out, trying to... Oh, as one spins out. Super easy to do on these cars with cold tires. Super loose, like it'll just start sliding out from underneath you. As we're closing into the final minute and a half here in qualifying. See if anyone can kind of jump up in the top 5 here on the board. You have to give these drivers credit. A ton of them right there within a half a second. Our top 6. Francois is looking at setting a lap time for himself, and I believe so is Savian. Francois is coming up here to take his green flag. Be his final lap of qualifying. Brock Quinn's coming across the line. Savian might. Let's see. I think it's gonna be close. Yeah, he should be able to. So we got about 10 seconds here. Nope, he aborts that run. He's gonna pull it in. As we go on board here with Francois Martel. See if he can jump up a couple more positions. Down into turn 8. Under the Johnsonville Speedville Bridge. Through the carousel. Couple ways to take this carousel. All depends on the car. And then up here to probably one of the most crucial corners of kink. You're able to hold it flat out, especially in these cars. Then up to Canada corner. Using up all the rumble strip here. Turn 13, a little bit of a blind crest. Trying to find a breaking point for 14. See what Francois does here. Not fast enough. He ran a 32.3 and his fastest was a 32 flat, so he will hold in 4th place. Clog looks like he's gonna board. I think he saw that Savian was out there. Let's see if Brock Quinn can possibly jump up a couple spots. He is P5 at the moment, so good qualifying run by him. Ahead of Schofield and Watts. Ooh, and a little bit too much there in Canada. As our qualifying grid is now set here for round 6 at Road America, we have Josh Clog and Savian Raxter in row 1, Luke Solberg and Francois Martel in row 2, Brock Quinn and David Schofield in row 3, Chris Weitz and Dalton Lott in row 4, Jess Rakowski and Janssen Cartagena in row 5, Edwin Webb and Jared Lott in row 6, Sachit Vidales and Frank Klein in row 7, I want to say. And then JP Ramos and Justin Ament in row 8, and Jake Robichaud on the final row of the grid here tonight in Road America. Which I have to say, since I'm on here now, Sachit, I'm sorry that I just butchered your last name, even though I just talked to you about 20 minutes ago on how to pronounce that. But once you come up here in the commentaries booth, a lot of things get forgotten about. So we're starting to load here up on the grid for a 45-minute feature race here in Road America. This is going to be a very entertaining turn 1, and even just lap 1. Definitely can't win the race here, but you can definitely lose it. So. As we're just waiting for a couple more cars here, I believe. Oh, as we're rolling here. So, as we grid it up right before the last corner in turn 14. The Savian sets the pace up the hill. Waiting for the green flag to drop here. As we are green here, Road America. Good jump by Clog there. So I'm sorry, Clog was our pulsar. I thought Savian was for some reason. Just coming down into turn 1, 2 and 3 wide, a little bit farther in the pack. Josh Clog jumps out as your leader at the moment. Savian tucks right into P2. Ooh, Clog goes wide. Be able to save it though, but he's probably going to fall back to definitely P2, maybe P3. This Francois got a really good run. Down here into turn 5. Clog looking on the outside of Francois. Big battle there for P4 at the moment. Quinn, Solberg, and Schofield and Wetz. Nice clean lap 1 so far. Hopefully I just didn't jinx it there. Door-to-door, Solberg, and Schofield. Brock Quinn was able to jump out in front of these guys now. As our top 3's checked out a little bit over a second over Brock Quinn. Through the kink. See if anyone makes a mistake on lap 1. Nope, everyone's nice and clean through there. Credit to these drivers. Ooh, Clog's got a good run down into Canada. Nice pass there. Jumps up. Or actually, that was a defend, I believe. There's confirmation he did pass for P2. So, as Brock Quinn was able to jump up to the back bumper of Francois. We have a 4-car breakaway here. 3 seconds over, or almost 4 seconds over Solberg in P5. And then, so we got kind of 2 trains going here. We got the front 4 and then the rest of the field. As we got a lot going around Solberg. Oh, we got to pass for the lead. As we're probably going to see a lot of that tonight. This Clog takes over the top spot over Ragster, Martel, and Quinn. Ooh, Martel looking up the inside. Nope. Thinks better of it. See if he gets to run down into turn 5 here. Although he's kind of stuck in the woven by Toyota sandwich. As he thinks, just stays nice in line. Probably not the worst idea just to kind of run in line right now. Try to break away. We are very early in this race. Ooh. There's our top 4 coming through the carousel here. Nice evenly spread out between the 4. Using up all the rumble strip there out of the kink. See if anyone makes a move down here into Canada corner. Reichster's looking to do the crossover, nothing there. So he's going to stay in line. Probably wait until possibly the final corner. If not, down into turn 1, see if he can set himself up here in the final corner. Right on board, saving Reichster here. Doesn't look like he's got much of a run. This place is very much of a set yourself up in the corner before you get a good run down into the next corner. Is he starting to get a draft here? See if he looks up the inside, or is he going to give him the bump? A little bit of a bump. Brock Quinn sets fastest lap time there with 32.6. As we're looking, we got Jess Rakowski right in the back bumper here of Dalton Lott at the moment. Looking up down the right side, they'll be around the outside down into 5 here. She's got her teammate Janssen right behind her. See if she can make this pass stick around the outside. Looks like it. It was Janssen's now going to look up the inside. Up into 6 here. Good setup by Janssen. This Dalton falls from P5 to P7 there in 2 corners. And it could be more depending on what happens behind him. There's nothing has really changed up front at the moment. Ooh, Francois runs a little bit wide into the grass there. Starting to lose a tiny bit of touch to the top 2 there. Oh, how strong the draft is here. There's, ooh, big run there by Reichster. Just going to give him the push. I wonder if Reichster's got the idea that he's just going to start pushing Clog away from Martel and Quinn. So then they can just kind of duke it out them too. It's definitely a strategy you can play here. As we're coming up the hill here. Next time by will already be 10 minutes in. So
sure,
race is going by pretty quick. As Clog sets quickest lap time with a 32.4. There's now the top 4 tighten back up again. As these drivers have set out a 6-second lead over the main field. Francois looking up the inside, possibly down into 5. Thinks better of it, though. We're on board here with Francois. This Francois is struggling here just a tiny bit up in this 6, 7, 8 section. Lost a little bit of ground there to our top 2. As we're going to look on to the main field back here. Just intense battle back here. Solberg looked to get around Janssen, as he does. Rakowski's checked out from this field a little bit. She's about a second up the road. But two good corners by Solberg, and that field will be right back to her back bumper. As you can see, he's already kind of caught him a little bit. Cut that gap down by 0.2 already. A big time draft opportunity up the hill, down the front straightaway. There's Josh Clog. Clog set the fastest lap time. And this big, super tight draft party we got going on for the top four. The only scary thing with getting this close for these top four, one person makes a mistake and it can take them all out. Although one person I'm surprised that we don't see in this party is Chris Wetz. He's all the way down in P11. And Schofield down in P10. So 2 of our 4 main title protagonists having a rough day here in North America. Kind of surprised about that. As Sabian's got a little bit of a run here. So tight to the back bumper there, clogged through 7. I gotta give credit to these 4 drivers. They've just been, we got Sabian bump trapped and clogged. I think he's been doing that every lap so far. Just got into the back bumper of him and just start pushing. He's riding on the back bumper, looking back to the top 4 here of clog. Now I wonder if these drivers are going to pit together or they're going to try to jump off sequence from each other. As we're looking like the pit window should be opening, I'd imagine next time by, roughly. Are these drivers that, as we look at the last lap times here on their board, as these drivers have set out 10 seconds over P5. They've just ran away from the field. As we can kind of see visually on track how much that gap is. As we have Janssen looking to get around Frank Lyon. Them two have been battling right behind Janssen's teammate Rakowski. As Solberg was able to check out from Rakowski there. He's 2 seconds up the road now. Francois peek into the inside, up into turn 8. I think these drivers are just kind of set to ride until the pit stops.
What are you guys doing?
Sure is. We got Frank Klein. Something must have happened back there. Let's see what happened. Oh. Running a little bit deep there into the back bumper of Rakowski. Push Rakowski wide. Take Rakowski from P6 to P10. And we got Schofield and Watts up in this battle here now. Schofield looking to try to go around the outside. Oh, as we got Rakowski going wide. She went in the dirt. Good heads-up drive not to take those drivers out. As we got Schofield. He was trying to go around the outside of Janssen, who actually lost a spot to Klein. Brock Quinn sets fastest lap time. He's looking up the inside of Francois. Oh, he's looking up the inside of Savian, too. Trying to get the 2-for-1 up down in turn 1. But this lets Clog run away from the field. As Webb is our first pit taker. So pit road is open. I'd imagine the next about 10 minutes we're going to see the rest of the field come down pit road at some point. We got Brock Quinn going wide here. As we will take an ad break here right before we check out the rest of these pit stops.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous.
With your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to nordvpn.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Side nearly 3 wide of Met and Palacio. Front bumper of a Betty down to turn 2. Clog takes the lead. Still hasn't jokered inside. Clog on McKenna. Contact between them.
We welcome you back to round 6 of the Woven by Toyota Sports Car Challenge with Bryan Sawyer in the production truck. My name is Cody Erdman, live on the Automotive Sports Network, filling in for Josh Mertz and Justin Robichaud. Just a reminder, our series is brought to you in association by Woven by Toyota, mobility to love, safety to live. For more information, visit www.wovenby.com Woven.Toyota today. Our coverage tonight was also brought to you by NordVPN. For up to 63% off a 2-year plan, visit nordvpn.com/ASNTVUSA. Finally, our cameras for the entire season are provided by TrackCams22.com. Little quick programming note here before we get our majority of pit stops here. NASA Rallycross Lights off-season open tests start September 24th and October 1st for round one, and then round one is Knock Hill, which is October 8th. Overwatch Specialty Service NASA Rallycross Challenge. They're in their off-season, but they have open tests on September 25th and October 2nd. Round one of the Overwatch Specialty Service NASA Rallycross Challenge will be October 9th at Knock Hill. And then Woven by Toyota NASA Sportscar Challenge. Oh, we don't have that set up for next week or for 2 weeks. So we have pit stops here of our top drivers. Is the 2 Woven by Toyota teammates that were in the top 4 here are pitting with Raxter and Brock Quinn. And we're going to wait now to see when Clog and Martel pit here. Schofield and Wetz are up to P3 and 4, but I don't believe they've pitted yet. And then the uneven drivers of Dalton and Jared Lotson in P5 and 6 at the moment. As Solberg's taking a very long pit stop. I wonder if he's taking tires. Because everyone's been taking about 15 seconds worth, and he's up to 30. Yeah, he's taking tires. Or he's fixing damage, one of the two. And now we're going to play the game of who had the best pit strategy and who had the best way of getting in and off pit road. See if Clog and Raxter pit this time. As we're coming through the final corner here, let's see what the choice will be made for their top 2 drivers here. As it looks like Francois Martel is going to pit and Clog is going to stay out another lap. So as we're going to look at what Martel's pit goes with our other front runner of saving Raxter. As Brock Quinn did not have the best, must not have had the best pit stop either. He's 3.5 seconds behind Raxter, so pit stops are going to be crucial here. Because now Martel's finally at his box. I think Raxter's just going to blow right by him, I think. Oh, yeah. This Raxter's coming off pit road. A little bit shorter time on the fuel there. Although he did run a lap or 2 shorter. Oh, wow. I'm surprised. It's Francois. Good pit strategy there. Because we had the same pit, the road time itself, but 2 seconds quicker on the pit stop itself. But now Raxter's slowly getting that draft. This clog's going under the Johnsonville Bridge to the carousel. As we're on board here with Savion. He's pulled up to the back bumper of Francois, so move there by Francois to gain a position without having to pass him. Doing it on pit road. Is that imagine clog will come in this time by? He's coming through 13 and 14 here. Well, let's see what his pit stop time and pit road time will compare to the other two. As we're going to compare his to Francois. Francois is kind of a front runner of the pit stop drivers. Then Brock Quinn is 4 seconds behind these two. This is kind of about the same spot that Francois was pitting. Right out of when the drivers coming out of turn 14. He takes a little bit longer. Let's see the pit exit. Savion with a fast time of 31.8. This clog is able to jump out front. He's going to maintain the lead here. Our top three now. We have lost Brock Quinn out of this party. So this is going to be a three-way battle for the win with about 15 minutes left, I believe. If I can read correctly. Because we have now completed our pit cycle. I'm sorry. It was 18 minutes left. As we got Josh Clog, Francois Martel, Savion Ragster, Brock Quinn, and David Schofield, our top five. With Chris Wetz, Dalton Lott, Frank Klein, Jess Rakowski, and Jared Lott rounding out our top 10. And then Edwin Webb, Justin Ament is going to pull up this quick. Sorry. Luke Solberg is Sakit, Jake Robichaud, and JP Ramos is our. Although I believe JP is out of the race, and Jake have left, so we're down to 15 drivers at the moment. As we got Francois looking, trying to get around Clog here. Nothing of it though. See if Savion's going to run. Nothing to do with it though. I wonder if Savion's going to wait until turn 1. Have to give credit to Schofield and Wentz. Good recovery up to P5 and 6. As they were down out of the top 10 early on in this race. There's Wetz and Schofield here. Tight together. Probably trying to work together, try to recover as much as they can. Yep, as we got Wetz pulling up to the back bumper, pushing them down this long front straightaway. In these cars, it feels so long down this front straightaway. It takes forever. Because we got a good battle behind them there. Good group of cars. Frank Klein just checked out a little bit. As we got Martell looking up the inside of Clog into turn 5. Take over the lead. Ooh, a little bit of a wiggle. See if Clog, yep, he's going to try to jump up the inside under the Corvette bridge into 6. Great, but oh, Martell runs a little bit wide into the grass. Door to door, really treacherous corner here to run door to door with. We're looking 3. Savians were looking 3 wide for first place. Door to door still. Because now Clog's looking to drop even again. So now there's a hole for him to slide into P2. So Martell takes over the lead. Amazing race, clean driving by these 3. Ooh, Clog running a little bit wide there. This is going to give the run to Ragster. See if Ragster does anything up into Canada corner. Ooh, Clog throws the block on him. Ooh. Martell runs wide. And Ragster goes from P3 to 1st. And this is letting Brock Quinn catch up. He's won from 4 seconds to 2.5. So Quinn's trying to catch up into this party. Ooh. Francois, I think he might have overheated the tires a little bit, so now he's sliding back. He's a second behind. Clog pushing Martell, or not Martell, Clog pushing Ragster down the front straightaway to see if they can check out a little bit from Martell. And Brock Quinn definitely wants to see more of them, these guys battling, because that's just going to reel him in, add him to the fray. As now these drivers are trying to pull away from him just a little bit. As we see him there just behind these guys. And then 21 seconds down the road is Chris Wetz. Although David Schofield must have had a problem. He's slid down to P8 now. So 2 rough weeks in a row for Schofield. This Martell runs super wide into out of turn 5 there. As we may have to look into the off tracks, because it's super easy to rack up off tracks here. Get a couple incident points issues. May have to find a way to add that to our ticker. Because I probably got Bryan be like, please don't add more things to my work.
Come on.
As I believe we had a problem. Schofield's on pit road. Check out a replay here. Ooh, big mess here. Oh, Schofield. Front bumper destroyed. Yeah, 2 weeks in a row. Oh, then Janssen had nowhere to go. Ooh, yeah, let's see what happens here. So down into 5 on the outside of Frank Klein. On the rumble strip. So both these drivers run. Oh, Schofield just gets crossed up. Unfortunately, gets taken out by one of the lots. And then Janssen just has nowhere to go. Schofield tries to come back on track, and so we come back live here. As Josh Clog took the lead over Ragster. Martell's joined back up to the back bumper here. Brock went 3 seconds behind these drivers. And then about 25 seconds down the road will be Chris Wetz from these guys. So we're coming up on the 10-minute mark left of this race. So about 4 laps to go roughly. We're getting into crunch time now. The opportunities to make the pass are going to start running down here. As we got a 3-way battle for the lead here. Now definitely the question is, do you want to play offense like Martell and Raxter, or do you want to be playing defense like Clog? Coming through the kink here. I will say it's definitely a lot harder to play defense at this place because there's so many passing opportunities. Because speaking of it, we possibly could see Raxter giving him the shove down in the Canada corner. Nothing of it. As this is the best battle on track, and it just happens to be for the win. Ooh, Raxter looked up the inside for a second. I think Raxter is going to hold tight for a lap or two here. Definitely going to be like Daytona with a white flag and just all craziness breaks loose. Ooh, Clog runs wide. That's going to give the opportunity for Raxter. See if he does anything of it down into turn 5. Or Martell could do something too. Let's see. Down into 5 we go. Let's see if anything happens. Nope. Everyone stays in the line. Good defense there by Clog. On board here with Savvy and Raxter. When will he try to make his move? He's got plenty of opportunities to do it. As we're sitting in the calm before the storm at the moment. Coming up to 5 minutes left of this race. So about 3-ish laps to go, depending on how this falls out. As these three, you can throw a blanket over them for our podium. And Brock Quinn's like, can you guys just battle so I can join you guys? As he slid down now he's about 4 seconds down the road roughly. And Chris was running at our top 5 at the moment. We're actually giving him the push down into 1. That front bumper's got to be wore out of the 91 of Raxter there. He's been shoving guys all night long. And mainly Josh Klug. As we're coming up on Janssen, there's lap traffic. Ooh, we got going for a pass around the outside. This Francois is trying to figure out what he wants to do, what lane's going to work better. Brock Quinn way in the back, running super wide, trying to push as hard as he can to catch up. And then Savvy and Domas did the same thing there out of 6th. As we are on board here with our leader, Josh Klug. Nice clear view. Janssen looks to be far enough out there. I don't think he'll be an issue. Ooh, Francois dives up the inside into Canada corner. Just catches a tiny bit of the gravel. Ragster looks like he's going to try to fight back, though. This is exactly what Klug wanted to see. Gives Klug plenty of space. As Francois pushing Savvy and see if we can get him back up to Klug. A little wiggle there out of Francois. So now we are going to come up on Janssen. Getting the blue flag. As he's going to get out of the way completely. Give these drivers all the room. As we can see them nice big gap there that they had to Brock Quinn. They've gapped them now over to 5 seconds. Chris Wetz have actually reeled these guys in. Oh, actually, no, he's reeled Brock Quinn in. So he's keeping pace. So whatever happened, if he would have had a better qualifying run, I think he would have been a contender for this, but just bad dang qualifying. Gives him a P5 possibly, it looks like. As we're coming up into the kink here. This seems like where all the runs have been made lately for these top 3. Savvy and push and Klug. Ooh, Francois got a really good run though. I imagine we'll get the white flag here. Coming up the hill. Through 13. Through the final corner of 14. Now up the hill down the front straightaway. As there we have our top 3 under a blanket. As we got the white flag here. It is our final lap. This is for all the marbles right now. Savian's right on the back bumper. See if you can see one of these drivers can set them up down into 5. Down under the Sargento Bridge, nice tight line. Ooh, Martell's giving Ragstor a push. See if they do anything down into 5. Martell looking on the outside. Oh, got in the back bumper of Clog. Ragster.
I'm so sorry.
That gives Martell the lead. Martell was able to capitalize there. Martell going from P3 to first in one corner by the mistake there from Ragster. Oh, now Martell's running wide, so that gives a chance for Ragster. Ragster's looking around the outside through the carousel.
Go. I'm down.
Now looking up the inside, catching the grass a little bit. See if Ragster's got anything for him down into Canada corner. Oh, Martell cuts off the inside. Ragster's going to do it the hard way around the outside. Oh, they run super deep. Oh, this is going to set up Ragster. He's going to be outside for 13, but on the inside of 14. Here they come into the final corner. Who gets the best run down to the front straightaway? Oh, and Savion is going to take it 4 in a row here. Coming up the hill, seeing the checkered flag. And your winner here in Road America is, it looks like Martell just ran out of fuel.
That wasn't the way I wanted that to end. I have no idea what happened.
Brockwin P3.
Sorry about that.
I believe. Yep, Brockwin P3. Josh Clog P4. And Wett's running at your top 5.
Hey, Josh, how do you type and race at the same time, dude?
As we got a Mertz and Solberg battling it out. Goes Edwin Webb having a problem. I think he ran out of fuel. So we got a Mertz and Solberg battling up the hill. Yep. As Edwin runs out of fuel, so his teammate Sachit's going to capitalize and score a top 10 finish here. As P2 and P3 in the constructor title having a rough go about it. Neither team scores in the top 10. As we got Jared Lott and Jared Lott left. He's our last one. As we got our official results here, Sabian Ragster is our winner. Second step on the podium is Francois Martell, with third step happening to be Brock Quinn. P4 is Josh Clog, so a little bit of a scoring catch up there. And Chris Wett's running at our top 5. Oh, I'm sorry, Dalton Lott was P6, so good recovery there for the Uneven Gaming Motorsports driver. Frank Klein in P7, Justin Ament P8, Luke Solberg and Sachit Vidaldes in P10, and then Jared Lott, Edwin Webb, Janssen Kargina, Jess Rakowski, David Schofield, Jake Robichaud, and JP Ramos. As I think we'll talk to our winner tonight. Kind of get his side of that race in general, but also kind of what happened there in turn 5. As we wait for our drivers. As we got our feature winner here tonight, Savian. You got me?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. So, first off, congratulations on taking the win there. You want to kind of run me through your race there a little bit? You were battling. It was you guys had a 4-car breakaway, and then Brock Quinn kind of dropped off the back of you guys after pit stops there. And so, kind of talk me through your race there going into the final lap.
Yeah. So first off, I just want to say I feel so bad for what happened to Josh Clogg. I haven't seen the replay yet, so I can't really comment on who was at fault there. I don't know what happened. He didn't deserve that. He deserved to be on the podium. But the race was really good for me. I realized pretty early on that it was going to be a chess match, and there was really no use in trying to fight people because the draft is so powerful. It'll give you half a second a lap. So you might as well not try to fight anyone and just kind of play the team game, even if they're not on your team. And luckily, I had a pretty clean race most of the time, and just right place, right time. I can't believe that final corner pass for the win. That was insane.
Yeah, you guys showed amazing sportsmanship running door to door, clean. I think it was you and Clogg earlier in the race, or you and Francois.
Yeah,
like half a lap door to door. Like it was amazing battles. And I kind of figured, knowing with this being my home track, knowing that in these cars it's such a chess match on draft being so important, that
yes,
I saw you pushing like everyone, and I'm like, yeah, he's just gonna sit there.
Yeah. I was not fighting anyone. I kept looking at the countdown timer, and I was like, I'm not going to pass a single person until that says less than 5 minutes to go.
Yeah. So anyone you'd like to thank to get you the win there?
Yeah, I definitely want to thank the team, the factory team, Woven by Toyota Racing. You guys are incredible. Thanks for showing up to practice and just like being very professional and putting on a great show for everyone involved. And I also want to thank the people I shared the podium with. You guys, great driving out there. That was super fun. That was my favorite race so far.
Absolutely is. 4 in a row for you, sir. So let's see if you can make it 5 in a row in our next round.
Woohoo! We'll see what we can do.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
As we got P2 here, Francois Martel. Hey there, Francois, you got us?
Yeah, I hear you. Is it good on your end?
Oh, it's absolutely perfect. As you were part 2 of our insane battle there. First off, did you run out of fuel coming to the line?
When exactly? No, I didn't. Oh yeah, at the end you mean?
Yeah.
I was just playing with my stuff, honestly.
Okay.
That wasn't a big issue. Like I was perfect on fuel this time. Not like the other times I ran out of fuel. But no, like for me, the pit stop worked magic. Except that I went a little bit too far. But honestly, like I found a little secret that is going to give me a big advantage on the pit stop. So if I don't screw it up in the most obvious way, the sophisticated stuff that I found, I think it's gonna help me.
Jazz, you were 2 seconds quicker on the pit stop than your other top 2 there.
Yeah, I might have a secret.
Yeah. Hey, especially in like tonight where it was such a chess match on speed and placement. Any little thing helps. Going into this, kind of seeing how Road America works, did you want to be more on the offense side or play defense and try to be out front and leading and trying to block everyone?
Honestly, I wanted to be behind. I felt like the guy that was behind had an advantage. You saw this at the end. Of course, I felt the pressure, and yeah, because of that, I ran wide, and Savian had no problem catching me, even though he might have had damage. So I think in a draft heavy race, it's not obvious where you need to be. It's really more how you play your position. So I think if I went to another racetrack like that, which was super fun because we were uh, really close all race, yeah, I think it's really hard to be in front, honestly.
Yeah, this track is probably almost a super like a Daytona Talladega style for the road course scene. So, anyone you'd like to thank to get you P2 on the podium?
Yeah, TeamWatsonRacing.com. You can get my setup for Rallycross. Thanks to Woven Planet Toyota to make this series happen. It's awesome that a manufacturer is interested in sim racing. It's really great. So thank you, and you guys for doing the commentary. Thanks as always.
Absolutely, thank you. We'll see you next or in our next run at Laguna Seca.
Absolutely.
Alrighty then. As we're gonna look at our points now. Our top three stay the same, but David Schofield drops from P6 or P4 to P6 with Clog and Dalton Law jumping him. But a little bit of a rough night for Wets. That's just going to give him Savvy and a bigger point lead. It's 40 points now, so about double than what we came into tonight. So good points night there for Savian. And then the constructor points, like I said in the beginning of the night, Woven by Toyota, just checking out on the team points. Then uneven and sequential P2 and 3 with True North and Team Watson Racing rounding out your top 5 in the constructor points. There's also, we got, going back to overall, sorry for jumping around here, Schofield and Brock Quinn are actually tied for P6. So 2 rough weeks in a row for Schofield, and he goes from being a possible championship driver to all the way tied to 6. So see if he can recover in the last couple of races. Sorry about this, guys. Just kind of, unfortunately, I'm not running on my normal setup, so I have to jump around a couple pages here. As we'll kind of go over programming notes again real quick. NASA Lights are doing their open tests September 24th and October 1st, and round 1 will be October 8th at Knock Hill. And then the Overwatch Specialty Service NASA Rallycross Challenge, they're doing their open tests September 25th and October 2nd, and round 1 will be October 9th at Knock Hill. And then in 2 weeks' time, this series will be on October 5th at Laguna Seca. As if you'd like to come and race with us, come join at NASASimRacing.com. Come join our Discord and hang out. As just a reminder, our series is brought to you in association with Woven by Toyota. Mobility to love, safety to live. For information, visit www.woven.toyota today. Our coverage tonight was brought to you by NordVPN. For up to 63% off a 2-year plan, visit nordvpn.com/ASNTVUSA. And finally, our cameras for the entire season are provided by TrekCams22.com. Also, like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe to Automotive Sports Network, and if you'd like to race, come join us on the Discord there at NASASimRacing.com. As final thoughts here, it's talking to you guys, it's just me. I'm kind of as I expected there, going into knowing how Road America is, especially in these more momentum-based race cars. Draft was going to be king. So we had our top 4 kind of breakaway. I have to give credit to the whole field. That was an amazing, clean lap 1, turn 1. This place can get super chaotic, as we've seen 30 car pileups on starts down the front straightaways. Walls are on both sides. So, congratulations to the whole field in general. Nice, clean race throughout. We only saw really one incident. So, looking forward to the next couple rounds. See if Rexer can hold on. He seems like he's kind of getting a hold of this points lead a little bit. See if he can win our inaugural championship of this series. As the checker flag falls on the evening for all of us at the Automotive Sports Network, for Philip Kraus, Cody Erdman, Victor Valley, Josh Mertz, Jess Rakowski, Jared Lott, Robbie Rulleril, and Bryan Sawyer, and Justin Robichaud, as I forgot to update this part. I am Cody Erdman. We hope you enjoyed today's coverage of the Woven by Toyota NASA Sports Car Challenge. Congratulations to Saving Rexer for 4 in a row, and be sure to tune in in 2 weeks at Laguna Seca. But until then,